Okay, comfort will kill you someday, and that's the truth. As humans, we have always tried to go for the comfort zone. We have tried to go for the end point, and nowadays it's literally in our generation. Why I don't know that suddenly we are trying to go for comfort, but we don't want to do that struggle that comes before comfort. Okay, and so everyone, and the best thing about comfort is if there's a person who is literally the broke guy, and if there's a person who's like a billionaire guy, okay, billionaire, okay, both will have their own comfort. Both will have their own comfort zone. Swear to God. Even this broke guy has his own comfort zone. Even this billionaire guy has his own comfort zone. But guess what? You know where does a story begin? Have you ever seen a movie? Right? Do you know where a story begins? Where a normal character, just a main character that we are trying to go for in the movie, happens something in his story or something in his life just happens that kind of shifts his perspective, and then he goes on a journey of ups and downs, and he finally reaches a point or a goal where he sort of becomes a new person. And guess what? This is the movie. But now just think about it that your movie, okay? Just think about a superhero, my favorite superhero, Batman. Okay. His parents die, okay? His parents die. Gotham is full of shit. There are new criminals taking over. There are new villains coming over. But guess what? Batman does nothing. He just sits there. He just never does anything. He stays in his comfort zone. Obviously, he's a billionaire. As I said, billionaires have their own comfort zone. So he just stays Batman be till the end of the movie. Everything just happens, and Batman doesn't change at all. The main thing when we see a movie is to kind of define the character development. Okay, how a character was before in the very starting of the movie, and after all the consequences, after all the things that happened in his life, what was the big change in his life. Okay, and that's how humans were supposed to be. You have this X condition in your life and you are not really satisfied with that condition. If I'm the character of my life and I'm not satisfied with what I have right now, I'm not satisfied with the thing I'm doing right now, so I keep these goals. I keep this above the head goals that I have to now look forward, and I now have to achieve them. And in order to achieve them, I go through a journey of ups and downs. Maybe I fail, maybe I go above, like maybe I achieve success sometimes, and eventually in this up and down journey, I sort of reach that goal. But guess what? Life never stops. There is no such comfort. When I achieve this goal, I'll have some bigger goal and then I'll go achieve that thing. It is a continuous journey, and this is how humans were supposed to be. But nowadays, just think about how many different ways your comfort has been applied directly to you without having that struggle, without having that working zone, nothing like that. Directly, you can just stay in your comfort zone for hours, for days, and no one comes to complain to you. Okay, and even if you yourself don't feel anything bad staying in that comfort zone, and eventually, when these things add up, after 4 months, after 6 months, after a year, after 2 years, you'll hit that plateau, you'll hit that level where you'll be done with life. And you know why did it happen? Because the comfort zone that you were creating around yourself, the where you were chilling yourself, suddenly starts to disappear. Because the basic needs that you had are now starting to disappear in that comfort zone. And so you start to struggle for the existence, you start to struggle for your survival. And when you see your survival is no more possible, you kind of decide that life is shared, this is shared, that is shared, you fall in depression, anxiety, different things, xyz. So if you want to tackle it even before this entire situation comes to us, is one, get clear with your goals. One goal, one focus, go for it. Go in that journey. You will fail, you will succeed, anything can happen. But the journey is the thing why we all watch movies. Okay? That's the thing we are watching. Okay? How a character changes, how you as a person will change over years, how you as a person would be different when this journey ends. Whether you achieve goal, whether you don't. Okay, movies end in traumas. Movies, there are so many movies that end as a bad ending, but guess what? Character has changed. People, even though are sad, but feel satisfied. And in the same way, This comfort zone will keep you stuck. It will not let you go on that journey. It will not even create sign of start your movie. Okay, it will not. It will just keep you there, bro. And so here's the things that you might need to leave is one, the amount of distractions you have. Now come on, now we have talked multiple times how distractions are kind of shit and they kind of keep you stuck in a single position. You can go through reels, okay? Basic thing. Reels, TikTok, shorts, anything. The short form media. Okay. You can go on there. You'll say yourself that I'll just do it for 10 minutes, and guess what? Directly, it's this instant gratification these short form content gives you that you suddenly start getting caught onto it, and then you spend hours and hours, and then suddenly your screen time is 6 hours on TikTok, and you were just supposed to be 15 minutes on TikTok. Do you understand? So, sort of these things around you are now trying to get you in that comfort zone. And these things like delivery at your house, and you can go from one place to another just booking a cab. And there are multiple available hand to door services now that a human doesn't even have to move out of his house and can make that basic comfort zone just in his house, just literally in his house. Food will be delivered, your light will be delivered, the basic things that you need would be delivered. Where are you going to struggle? And I really hate these points, okay? Trying to talk about how humans were in the past, but we really need to talk how humans have evolved, what humans used to do earlier. And that is the real answer for your comfort, right? I don't love to be this historical guy, okay? I don't love because evolution is such a thing. Evolution is always a thing that happens for a reason. If you have these ears, it's for a reason. If you have these eyes, it's for a reason. If you have this certain skin tone, it's for a reason. And that's why I say evolution is a necessity of this world. And if we stop it, you sort of break down the entire human race or you break down an entire species or generation. So, if over years we have gone to stop and start to wander around for food, trying to stop those hunting of animals, kind of creating the bonfire where you are going to sort of build your own shelter around, going into forest, building this that, the people over there, okay, the people at that time had literally zero thing as comfort zone. The only thing they had in their life was struggle. And this struggle was not same as us. Why are we struggling? Because we want to reach at a bigger position in our life. Because we want to feel superior. Come on, let's be real. I said be again and again real to yourself why you want to achieve that thing. Yeah, because I want to be better than everyone, right? I want to be better than everyone. I want to prove it for my mom and dad. I want to do it for them. I want to do it for this person. I want to achieve it in general for me, for my life, right? So you are doing it for a particular reason, okay? And so that's the reason why you are moving from point A to B. That's the reason why an XYZ person would leave that comfort zone to kind of search for their bigger meaning, their higher purpose in life, right? This bigger meaning will make you leave your comfort zone. But in the old days, I'm talking ancient days where humans used to wear those leaves around their waistlines. I'm talking in that period, the struggle was to survive, bro. Your struggle isn't to survive, your struggle is to get better. Just think how this generation is playing so much on your side and still you are doing nothing. You don't have to fight for living, you have to fight for your goals. You have to fight for getting that bigger purpose, that bigger meaning in your life achieved in your life. Right? You're fighting for that big meaning. You're no more fighting for the survival. Your survival needs have been done and well taken care of. Nobody comes and kills you just directly. At least in law abiding country. Right? So I'm saying it again and again, evolution definitely happens for a reason and I'm not trying to avoid it. What I'm trying to say is look how our ancestors survived, how our ancestors struggled, and how there was no definition of comfort zone in our ancestors' dictionary. And look at over here. Even to be better in your life, even to have some better things in your life, You're not ready to do that struggle, you're not ready to leave that comfort zone. And and there's this beautiful thing, okay, about comfort zone is it certainly calls you. And as I said in the beginning, even for the broke guy there's a comfort zone, and even for a billionaire there's a comfort zone, right? For everyone in this world there's a comfort zone. Max to max, your mom's house. Go there, eat, chill, do nothing. She will serve you day and night, right? Then what's the point of that big meaning? And you'll be like, oh, just stay here, stay here. Why do you want to achieve some big things? Will you enjoy a movie where a character just literally stays on his position? Where there are dragons fighting, he will just stay in his house, cowardly, sitting in one of the corners of his house, enjoying his pack of chips. But outside, there are people fighting dragons. Will you even like that movie? Just be real to me. No? Then just let me say, if ever in your life you have thought about something, you have thought about something bigger than what you could have achieved, you will have to struggle for that thing. There is no such thing as directly getting served on, right? You will have to eventually go through struggle. And if you never, okay, you never go through struggle, you don't have a big meaning in your life, then even to maintain this comfort zone, to sort of maintain your comfort zone, to kind of get the daily needs, to pay that electricity bills, to pay that Wi-Fi bills, to pay for the new games that are coming, you will have to do something. You will have to do something, right? And if for some reason, okay, after watching this entire thing you feel that I just yapped, okay, and you feel that bigger meaning is still no shit in your life, that you don't have a big meaning, then my only answer to you is try to enjoy life a bit. Try to go through different phases of life, okay. Try to go meet 10 new people. I'm not trying to go on a big journey, okay. Don't go on like 10 different country tours, I'm not saying that. Just meet 10 new people of different economical section around you. You'll find 10 people just in your society, right? Just outside your house, okay? You'll find it. Just see how different structures of life are. And then you'll sort of realize every main character has that moment in his movie where he was just living peacefully. And then something big happens that he has to now do something in order to change his life, right? And you will have to eventually find that moment. You will eventually have to find that moment that kind of wakes up that fire in you. And when you add discipline to it, you'll do wonders, right? So my entire point with comfort zone is everything is nowadays calling you to kind of get in that comfort zone. But on the other hand, nowadays it's very easy to actually achieve that meaningful life that you ever wanted, because you are no more fighting for survival, you're fighting for your goals, okay. So the 0 to 1 has been done. Now you have to go from 1 to infinite, right? You are no more fighting for survival. I'm saying it again. You don't have to fight for food. You don't have to fight for your basic survival, like where are you going to shit, what are you going to eat tomorrow, what are you going to feed. You don't have to think about these things. The things that you have to think is what do you want to achieve in your life and how are you going to proceed there. So please get out of this shithole of comfort and kind of be the new person, be the one who achieves the meaningful things in his life, and who sort of becomes that bigger person, and who kind of makes this entire movie a sensible movie in the end, a movie that satisfied everyone. And by audience, I mean your parents, your relatives, the people whom you truly loved. So bye. Jai Jagat.